What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO Stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you that this asset has a very good price action and it is set to hit much higher targets. And then I will show you the recap of the latest news and definitely this news will be the major catalyst for the upcoming year for NIO, and I will show you why I think so. And on top of that I will show you my technical analysis and I will show you what should we expect next from the near-term perspective. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video about 6 days ago, right before this asset had this attempt to break the range of resistance. And as you can see, on the one hand, it was a quite successful range of resistance. And with this increase in volume, we can conclude that this is the real breakout. But on the other hand, we have this movement to the downside, during which this asset returned to this formation, and for now we have another attempt to break this range of resistance. And in my technical analysis I will show you what should we expect next. And for now let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me start with this news. We have a data for China EV insurance registrations for the week ending December the 10th, and NIO made 2900 vehicles. And it is not the best number, but the majority of these auto manufacturers has the reduced numbers during last week. And let me quote to this. Insurance registrations of NIO vehicles in China last week amounted to 2,900 units, down 21.62% from 3,700 units the week before. And here you can see the chart, and unfortunately we can clearly identify the range of resistance on this chart, and the number of vehicles is not the best one, even if we compare it with the last half a year, except this really low number. And I have to say that other EV manufacturers has quite a similar reduction in their production rates. As you can see, XPeng has a decrease in their insurance registrations. Next one, Tesla, also has this tiny, but still we have a lower number that it had for the previous 3 weeks in a row. And BYD also has this decrease in their insurance registrations. But in general, let me show you that Li Auto has an increase in their insurance registrations. And if you take a look on the China passenger new electric vehicle retail sales, you can see that the market is growing. And this is a really good sign, because it is much easier to grow your market share on an expanding market than to grow your market share on the shrinking market. And this is a very good sign overall for all electric vehicles in China and worldwide. Now let me show you next news that might be very interesting. We have a breakdown for ES6 and ET5 touring deliveries, and combined these two models contributing 55.86% of November's volume. And let me show you that in general they have plenty of models: ES8, ES7, ES6, EC7, EC6, ET7, ET5 and ET5 touring. And I have to say that we have a lot of models, but NIO doesn't have the flagship of their lineup. And let me show you this news. New model to be unveiled on NIO Day 2023 could be ultra high-end sedan ET9, says Deutsche Bank. The model would be a low-volume car, but may serve as a halo vehicle to generate excitement around the brand, Deutsche Bank said. And let me quote you this. NIO management mentioned in yesterday's earnings call that the company will unveil an all-new flagship model on NIO Day 2023 later this month. In the view of analysts at Deutsche Bank, the model will likely be an ultra-high-end sedan to compete with the Mercedes Maybach. Then, at the end of December, the company will unveil a new flagship vehicle at NIO Day featuring the latest technologies. Our guess is this could be an ultra-high-end sedan ET9 that would be comparable with the Maybach, Edison News team said in a research note sent to investors overnight. And guys, why it is so important for NIO in terms of their marketing efforts? Let me show you this. This is the part of the lineup of Mercedes-Benz, and everybody is aware of their flagship model, the S-Class and the Maybach. And we also can see these three models. It is EQ lineup, it is ML lineup, and E-Class as well. And these four vehicles are extremely expensive for the broader audience, but they have the same brand of Mercedes-Benz as these tiny cars have. And why it is so important? A lot of people want to be a part of this family of extremely wealthy people, and they can afford only these tiny vehicles. And this is a very good step towards the increasing sales of these vehicles in the domestic market. And this is exactly the same step that we can see with this flagship model that will be potentially unveiled by the end of this month. So, and on top of that, let me remind you that we also have very important news that will be a major catalyst in the long-term perspective for the entire year of 2024. This news, NIO to spin off its battery production unit, report says. And this is the news that was the reason of this movement to the upside, and this is a huge news for NIO. On top of that, NIO report reveals reasons behind NIO's acquisition of GAC planned assets. And let me remind you that GAC is the third potential member of NIO Battery Swap Alliance, report says, according to the news that I covered back in end of November. And the other two companies are following, Chang'an and Geely, and they are about to establish a new standard for their NIO swap battery stations for passengers vehicles and for commercial vehicles as well. And this is a real breakthrough in the NIO's efforts to be a major auto manufacturer on the Chinese market. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, for now we still have the range of support from roughly $7 all the way up to $7.2 marks. And we have a very good movement to the upside that broke this previous resistance, as I already mentioned. And in general, I have to say that we have a decent setup. And this setup is following. If you accumulate your position from the current range, we have a lot of room to grow for this asset. And if you want to be on a safer territory, you can incrementally add to your position to the downside, and you can put your stop loss at this range. It is the first range, it is the first closest swing low, or somewhere in the range in between $7 or $7.2, which implies, depending on your entry price, up to 8.5% of downside potential. But the upside potential is really huge. We can hit the previous swing highs, and from the current range it might be from 20% all the way up to 45% of potential profit in the medium term perspective. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star